Although sometimes it slows things down a lot, and I may have to stop that. But welcome everyone. We've got the game starting at 2 o'clock, and today's topic is all about discards by declarer, and in particular, we're going to be looking at discarding losers. So let me start by sharing the screen with you. I hope you can all see that screen. Can you? Yes, good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look at making a plan by declarer and hands where it's a good idea to discard your losers early on. Let's have a look at this hand. This was actually a hand that was played last year. South opened one spade, and the first question for you is, what would you bid as North with this hand? Any suggestions?
Four spades.
11.
You have 19 points.
19 points, right?
Four no trump.
Or four no trump.
Four no trump. No.
No.
Four
Q
spades.
bidding. Q bidding.
Q bidding would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, what you don't want to do on this hand is just bid four spades. Your hand is too good for that.
Would you bid Johnny,
Four
Tony?
spades, four spades tends to be a kind of shutout bid that
Yeah.
wouldn't, suggest you're not interested in
What
going
would
any
you bid
further.
then?
But with 19 points, I'm thinking about a slam. Now, if you're playing a convention like Jacoby 2 no trump, which I talked about a few weeks ago, you could bid 2 no trump, which shows that you have a fit in spades and enough points for game. It's very useful on a hand like this. If you're not playing that convention, and it is a lot to remember, then I suggest you just make a bid like 2 clubs.
Yes.
And try and get your partner to bid again. The 2 club bid, and you suit by responder, is absolutely forcing. Your partner will bid again, and then you'll have a better idea of what they've got in their hand. So let's suppose you bid 2 clubs. Your partner now rebids 2 spades. Are you going to be thinking about a slam here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I've got 19 points, and although my hand is a minimum, we've got a good fit in spades. My partner should have at least 5 spades for that bid, and I'd be thinking of a slam. Another thing you could do is use the losing trick count, which is another way of evaluating your hand, and you look at your losers in every suit. So you count their 2 spade losers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losers.
5 losers.
It's a 5 loser hand. An opening bid of 1 of a suit should normally be a minimum hand would be 7 losers. So if you're 5 losers, that comes to 12, and you deduct that from 18, and that should suggest that you should be in the region of being able to make 6. In other words, 12 tricks. In fact, that is the topic this evening. I'll just switch to that one for a minute. This evening, there's a lesson on the losing trick count, and it's also repeated on Thursday afternoon. So,
good.
So you can come to that if you like. Full details are here of all the lessons, and I'll be adding more to that. But if I go back to the hand, this would be a hand where your partner bids 2 clubs. Let's suppose, you bid 2 clubs. Suppose I bid 2, 4 no trump. If your partner now bids 5 hearts, that shows 2 aces, and maybe you'll end up in 6 spades on this one. When this was played, most people did end up in 6 spades on this one, but not everyone made the most number of tricks on this. So let's have a look at this one and try and make a plan. Normally in a suit contract, you count your losers from the point of view of the hand with the long trumps. Well, both hands have got 5 trump here. But you can also count your winners. Some people find it hard to count your losers. You can also count your winners if you find that hard. You can actually do both on this hand.
Yes.
If we look at this from the point of view of South, how many spade losers have you got?
None.
None.
None. Do we have any heart losers?
1.
1.
1, right. Any diamond losers?
1.
Well, in this hand, we have 1 loser, don't we?
No.
Except you can see that you could rough that one in dummy. And do we have any club losers?
No.
No club losers. So if we count that, counting on roughing the diamond, we have just one heart loser,
Yeah.
but we can get rid of that heart loser, can't we?
Yeah.
How can we get rid of it?
By playing on one of the other, on the
On the clubs.
clubs, on the
Yeah.
clubs.
Yeah, the clubs would provide an extra trick. So we could get rid of that loser on the clubs. You come to the same conclusion if you count your winners. So
Winners.
let's count our winners just for a
1,
change.
2, 3.
We've
4,
got how many spade winners?
1, 2, 3,
5.
5.
Yeah. How many hearts?
2,
That's 7. How many diamonds?
2,
And how many clubs?
3.
That comes to 12, I believe. So you count that as 12 tricks, but if you can get a ruff as well as those 12 tricks, that will make 13 tricks. So in other words, I can make 12, I have 12 top tricks, and I can make an extra one by roughing a diamond, and that also comes to 13 tricks.
Yeah.
So when this was played, about half
Yeah.
the people made 13 tricks and half didn't.
Oh, really?
And to get a top score, of course, you want to make 13 tricks. So let's see how it goes. Let's suppose they led a club. You win the ace of clubs. What are you going to do next? Are you going to draw trumps?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll draw trumps. So we'll draw trumps. We've got 10 trumps. It's not going to take too many rounds. Everyone follows to the first round. So when the second one, that's all the trumps gone.
It's
1, 2,
gone.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So all the trumps are gone now. What do you think you might play now? There are different options, but we'd like to suggest something.
Heart.
Hard.
You can play hearts. You can. I mean, the key to this hand is at some point we're going to play the clubs, okay? And when we play the king of clubs, what are you going to discard?
Going to throw away a heart.
A heart.
Yeah, it's got to be a heart, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you make the mistake of throwing away a diamond,
No, a heart.
you're going to
got to be a
still
heart.
lose a heart.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of looking at your losers, looking at the ones you want to get rid of, and of course discarding a heart. Now it's plain sailing. Now we can play our hearts, rough a heart, and do the same with the diamonds, roughing the last time.
Yeah.
And we'll make all 13 tricks. Okay?
Wow.
So it's just a matter of discarding the right loser on that third club. Okay? Any comments on that? Let's have a look at
Yes.
another one.
Tony,
Yes, Tony, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
All right, one at a time then.
Why can't you do the no trumps after one spades?
Okay, you could. The advantage of bidding 2 clubs is that your partner will rebid and you'll have a better idea of their hand.
No.
So yeah, if you want to, then go straight into 4 no trump. But the advantage is the 2 spade bid shows a little bit more about your partner's hand. So either bid I think is fine on this hand. Okay.
Tony,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi
is
Steve.
that 2 club bid alertable?
No, it's not. It's not alertable. I believe bids that show at least 3 cards are not alertable. Yeah. Okay, so it's just a convenient bid to make, and it's not alertable. Otherwise, you'd be alerting everything.
Okay, Tony, may I have my question?
Yeah.
Okay, in a competitive auction, would it not be better to investigate the Grand Slam at some stage after the trumps have been agreed by Q bidding?
Okay. Well,
And my second question is, would a Grand Slam give a better score than 6 + 1?
well, yes, of course. The Grand Slam would be the best score if you can bid it.
Right.
I would advise you not really to bid a Grand Slam on this hand, because even though you have all the aces and all the kings, you don't really know that you can count 13 tricks here. I mean, if North were to decide, if North knew that, if North doesn't know, that South has exactly the right hand to make 13 tricks. So I would say you should only bid a Grand Slam if you can count 13 tricks. And I don't think you can, even if North bids 4 no trump and discovers all the aces and all the kings, he can't necessarily be sure that there are 13 tricks there.
Okay. Now that begs the question whether there is a way of Q bidding to establish Grand Slam.
Okay.
I can't see that here, but is there a way?
There wouldn't be, no. I mean, the best way, if you want to cue bid to show your aces and kings, would be if you were playing something like Jacoby 2 no trump, because after that you can then cue bid. Once you've agreed the spade suit, if you start bidding new suits, you're then would be interpreted as cue bidding there. But
Right.
you still wouldn't get to a Grand Slam.
No, that was
I
my
think
question.
you need to. I mean, for example, you don't know on this one that you're missing the Queen of Hearts, okay, but you don't necessarily know that. You can't find out about that. You can't really find out about the Queen of Hearts, for example. Okay. Any other
All right.
questions? All right. Let's try another one. Here you open a heart. There's a 1 spade overcall. North jumps to 3 hearts, showing 10 to 12 points, and you bid 4 hearts. And the opponents lead the King of Spades. And let's have a look at our losers on this hand. How many losers have we got? How many spade losers?
Two.
Two. Any heart losers?
Yes, one.
One.
One. You're missing the ace. Any diamond losers?
No.
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 And how many club losers?
One.
Two.
Oh,
Two.
two. No, one.
Two.
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 One.
We're missing the ace king of clubs.
Oh, yes. Ace
So-
and king.
so
yes.
we have
ace and
five-
king is two.
We have 5 losers, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the ace. All right.
Yes.
So that's 2 losers we need to get rid of. Is there any way to avoid any of those losers?
Oh, gosh, that's a lot to get rid of, isn't there?
Discard on the diamonds.
Yeah, we've got the
Yes,
diamonds, haven't we?
diamonds, yes.
We have
Don't
the
trump, yeah.
yeah, we have the ace and the king and the queen
You
and the
can
jack,
do two.
and we
two
can
on the
discard
diamonds.
2.
Two.
And if we can
Yeah.
discard 2, we'll just make our contract. So what we're going to do, let's suppose we win the first trick. And are we going to draw trumps now?
Yes.
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 Well, if we start to draw trumps, what's going to happen? The opponents
Lose the lead.
will gain the ace, and what suit do you think they're going to play? They're going to take 2 spades.
Ah, yes.
Okay. They're going to take 2 spades, and we're still going to lose club tricks as
So it's
well.
best not to. So it's best not to draw a trump.
You need to defer drawing trumps.
Drawing trumps,
here,
okay.
Yeah, because we need to quickly get rid of those 2 spade losers. And fortunately, we can do it. What are you going to lead from the leads in dummy? What are you going to lead?
Ace of diamonds.
The ace of diamonds. Yeah, you may think it's a
Yes.
terrible waste playing the
No,
king
you can't help
underneath it. Okay, but
Four,
if
four.
you don't, you'll get stuck in the wrong
Yeah.
hand. So play the ace, and now before touching trumps,
Jack and the
just
queen.
play your 2 diamonds
Diamonds.
and get rid of your 2
Two.
spade losers. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you've done that. That's a relief.
Now you could.
Now
Now
we
you can
should-
draw trumps.
Now we're going to draw trumps. Exactly, Helen. That's
Yeah.
right. Now we're going to draw trumps. The opponents will win, and if they try to cash a spade, we can now ruff. Okay.
Yes.
All we're going to do now is draw the remaining trumps
Mm.
and then play on clubs. We're going to lose 2 tricks there, but eventually we will make the last club. Okay, and we'll just make our 10 tricks there. So this was a lesson in delaying drawing trumps because you need to quickly get rid of losers, the spade losers first. Okay. Any comments on that one? Let's try another one. Here, again, it goes 1 spade,
I have a
3
question.
spades, 4 spades.
Spades,
The
yes.
opponents lead a heart. And again, let's stop to make a plan. Let's count our losers. How many spade losers?
No,
have you
none.
No.
No.
Any heart losers?
Yes, two.
2, right. Any diamond losers?
One.
One.
And how many club losers?
One.
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 So we
Four
start off
losers.
with 4 losers
Four
there.
losers, yeah.
1 loser too many. Can anyone
Hmm.
see a way to get rid of any of those losers?
Oh.
Clubs.
Yeah, the clubs
the
will
clubs.
provide extra, won't they?
I think, yes.
Yeah, because we've got 4 clubs in this hand, 3 there. So at some point we can play the clubs, and we hope to discard losers. Let's see how it goes. Let's suppose they start off
That's just tricky.
taking 2 tricks,
Trick, yes.
and suppose they now take their
Try
first
again.
2 tricks, play a diamond, let's
Diamond,
say.
yes.
Okay. So let's suppose we win that one. What
Yes.
are we going to do now? Are we going to draw trumps or do
Yes.
something else?
Yeah.
I'll go to clubs.
No,
No.
go to clubs.
Get the ace.
I don't
Draw
know.
trumps.
Draw the trump.
Draw
No
trumps.
idea.
No, I would draw trumps.
Draw
I think we can afford to draw trumps here, can't we? Because when we draw trumps, we're not going to lose the lead,
Yeah.
and then
Ah,
we'll be able to
no.
play the clubs later on,
I see. Yeah.
and,
Okay.
and we'll be able to discard the diamond loser. So that's what we're going to do. Let's draw trumps.
Yeah.
Let's suppose
Yeah.
they divide 3-1, so it takes 3 rounds to draw
Rounds
them.
to draw trumps.
And what are you going to play now?
Now you're going to play your
Clubs.
club.
Now we play the clubs,
Hmm,
okay?
Yeah.
Finesse.
They're going to take their ace at some
Ace.
point.
Right.
But
Yeah.
whatever they play now, a
No,
diamond
we can make.
presumably,
Yeah.
we're going to win that diamond. And now we've set up a club trick. Now we can play the clubs and we can get rid of that last diamond, okay? And now we'll make the rest of the
Yes, I see.
tricks.
Yeah,
okay?
I've got that.
So we'll make our 10 tricks that way by discarding it. If you don't draw trumps, let's just see what might happen. This is the same hand, but see what happens if you don't draw trumps. So if they take their 2 tricks and play a diamond as before, if you now start playing clubs before you've drawn trumps, you're in danger here. If they take their second club, they can actually get a ruff.
Yeah.
They can play another club and their partner can ruff, okay? And now you won't make the contract. They've already made the 4 tricks. You can draw trumps now, but it's too late, and they will make for those 4 tricks and hold you to 9 tricks on that one. So draw trumps if you can is the lesson on that one. Okay. Any comments or questions on that one? Let's try a couple more. Here's one where South has opened 1 no trump, and North bids 2 hearts. So North South are playing transfers, and that of the 2 hearts is a command for you to bid 2 spades, and that ends the auction. So here we are in 2 spades. The opponents lead the king of diamonds, and we're going to stop to count our losers again. Now, when you're playing transfers,
One
it's best to look at the losers from the point of view of the hand with the long trump suit, which in this case is dummy,
Yeah.
okay? But taking into account all the strength in the south hand. So let's count our losers again on this one. How many
One.
spade losers have you got?
One spade.
One
One.
spade loser, right? How many heart losers?
One.
One.
One. How many diamond losers?
Two.
And how many club losers?
Two.
Two.
Very good. You're getting good at counting losers. So that's 6 losers.
Mm.
Okay, too many. So can I avoid any of those 6 losers? Does anyone see a way?
The heart. With the
The
heart.
heart, yeah.
Yes.
The heart should provide a way we can set up the heart tricks and discard at least one of the losers, either a club or a diamond, from the north hand. Okay? Now, let's suppose we win this.
Yes.
The question for you, as always in a suit contract, is what do we do now? Can we afford to draw trumps now?
No.
Yes.
No.
It's no or yes, or I don't know.
I think
No.
Yes.
Well, this takes a little bit of thinking ahead, doesn't it? Let's imagine what will happen if we try to draw trumps. We'll have to lose the lead to the ace.
Yes.
Then the opponents will get in. They will
And
be
play the
able
diamonds.
to cash 2 diamonds. And then they might knock out the ace of clubs. Okay? And then, when I come to play the hearts, they'll get in again with their ace of hearts, and they'll be able to cash clubs as well. So if they defend really well, we can't afford to draw trumps, because if we do, they can take 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, as well as the 1 in each major as well. So I know it takes a bit of thinking this, but you need to sort of plan ahead. And if you think about it, I think you'll see the answer, can you afford to draw trumps, is not really. What you need to do is play the hearts early, okay? And what you're trying to do is be able to discard on the heart. So let's suppose we play one round of hearts. Suppose we play another round and they take that. I think they're going to likely to take a diamond here. If they play another diamond, we can they'll win that one too. And their best defense is now to go after clubs. We can win that, and the situation is sort of precarious because you haven't touched trumps yet, but you really had to wait. If I bring up the four hands, you'll see that as long as the hearts are not divided 3-0 at this point, we plan to play the jack of hearts, and we can at least get rid of one loser on that. We can't do any better than that because if the heart we've got is a low heart, so we can't discard on that. Now we'll just try to draw trumps, okay? And the opponents will be able to cash one club, but they can only cash that one club. And after that, we'll just draw the remaining trumps, and we should just manage 8 tricks on that one. But that was one that you made just by the skin of your teeth, because you can't really afford to draw trumps, or the opponents will be able to take all their tricks before you can discard your losers. Any comments on that? So quite a tricky one. You need to sort of think at trick one how it's going to go and whether you can afford to draw trumps first. Finally, here's a last one where you open one heart. It goes 2 clubs. You bid your second suit 2 diamonds. Now your partner invites game. That should show 10 to 12 points, and you end up in 4 hearts. And the opponents lead a club. Down comes dummy. And what's your plan on this hand?
Well, losers.
Well, let's see. If we count our losers, we've got how many spade losers?
1.
None.
None.
Yeah.
No.
In hearts, we may have a loser. We may have the
One.
queen to lose. These are losers too, the diamonds. We've got 3 possible losers. And how many club losers have we got?
None.
None. Right. So we might lose a heart, we might lose some diamonds. And this is a hand where really we want to be thinking about getting rid of those diamond losers by roughing them, right? So that's going to be our plan here. We're not going to draw trumps. In fact, the spade situation is quite interesting because if we play 3 rounds of spades, it gives us a chance to discard something from dummy on the 3rd round. What do you think you're going to discard?
Diamond.
A diamond, yes.
Diamond.
If you can see ahead and see that you can discard a diamond, can you see that you might not lose any diamonds at all? In fact, this hand turns into a hand that's very suitable for a cross ruff, a complete cross ruff. So what we're going to do is try to ruff all our diamonds, and also we can ruff clubs, and we may escape just by losing a heart or even that. So what we're going to do, because we're planning to cross ruff, you can do this different ways, but you could start off by ruffing a club, okay, and before we can ruff any diamonds, we've got to play our spades, haven't we? So let's do that. Let's play the king, come back here with the ace, and we have our fingers crossed here that no one can ruff this. But if we can, we discard a diamond, and now we're in great shape to ruff the rest of the hand. We've got no other winners to cash, so this is now perfect for cross-ruffing the hand. We'll cash a diamond and then ruff a diamond, starting with low ruffs as is usual. Ruff a club to get back to our hand. Ruff another diamond. Ruff a club. And ruff another diamond. And then, depending, of course, on what happens where the queen of hearts is, you may even avoid that. You may be able to make the jack and then cash your last trick. So on this particular layout, it's actually possible to make all 13 tricks, and you did that by discarding the diamond, and then you were able to ruff that. So discarding that loser there is another a way to make the most of this hand. Any comments on that one?
Thank you.
So that was the topic today, all about looking for losers, identifying losers, and how you can get rid of them. And there are some more topics related to this on my YouTube channel, which you can find by just searching for my name on YouTube. And do subscribe to that if you can. There's some more on. There's another video I did a year ago on declare or discard, so it was a slightly different hands. So do have a look at any of those if you want to find out more about any particular topic.
Thank you, Tony.
Any
Thank you,
questions
Tony.
on that?
Thank you.
If you're all happy, I'm going to
Okay,
stop
thanks, Tony.
sharing with you, and
Thank you, Tony.
hope to see you all online at around 2 o'clock.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone. Thank
Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Bye.
Bye.